Hey, this is Matt. Once again, welcome back to the video, the paid request, this time for Edward. Thank you so much for that. And for those interested in requesting any type of videos, topics, reactions, whatever, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. Now, this is for South Park Season 11, Episodes 2 and 3. Now, Episode 2 I really did enjoy. It was a showcase of Butters. I've said before, Butters has become my favorite character on this show. So when he gets a center stage, it's always nice to see. Pretty much the setup is Cartman is showing these pictures of Butters to the other kids, Stan and Kyle and Kenny, and about how he did all this stuff to Butters when he was asleep. But then he apparently took a picture with his mouth on Butters' dick. And he's like, oh, I got him. And the kids are like, well, no, he's not gay. You're gay. What? Yeah, if you put the guy's dick in your mouth, you're gay. No, 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 no. And so he tries to redeem himself, or whatever the hell is in Cartman's head, by getting Butters. I don't know why the other kids don't try to warn Butters more. Like, Kyle tries a little bit, but they kind of give up. You think at least Stan would try to warn Butters? I mean, they know that Cartman's going to try to put his dick in Butters' mouth. You think Stan, someone would try to warn him more? But kind of makes them piece of shit characters, to be honest. To not even warn. Like, Stan doesn't even say a thing to Butters. By the way, Cartman blindfolds Butters, says, open your mouth. And Butters like, wait a minute, you're not going to stick something icky in my mouth. Oh, no, no, no. But then Cartman tries to get near, but then Butters' father comes in and thinks that Butters is bacterias. Now, of course, Butters doesn't know what that means. And he's like, well, what does that mean? Oh, it means you're confused. Oh, yeah, I'm confused. Because he doesn't know what's going on. So you have either Cartman trying to get the picture back, because the picture goes missing about where Cartman's mouth has been. And he thinks Kyle has it. And then he goes through all these hoops to then go, I'm just going to show the picture myself to the class. So Cartman definitely gets his comeuppance by his own stupidity. While Butters is sent to this gay conversion camp where the slogan literally says, pray the gay away. I'll say this does a better job talking about that than that film They/Them. So yeah, a fucking South Park episode did a much better job showing the issues of gay conversion therapy camps than a fucking movie by, what was it Universal, or I can't remember who released They/Them. It was a piece of shit anyway. But it's funny how South Park did a much better job of that, because the camp counselors, they're like, oh yeah, everything's fine, but then kids keep killing themselves. One hangs himself. One literally shoots himself in front of everybody. Like, if there's no other blunt way to show these camps suck, that's the way to do it. So Butters has what they call accountability, but it's called accountability, with this guy named Bradley, which I think you get the idea that Bradley kind of has a crush on Butters. But again, Butters doesn't understand what the hell's going on at all. I think this is the thing with Butters. What's funny is that his complete ignorant innocence is kind of a status that plays for a lot of genuine laughs when it comes to the Butters character. And it's nice at the end that Butters gets to stand up for himself. He's like, you know what, I'm tired. I wasn't confused until I came here, and now you guys made me more confused. Maybe you're the ones who are confused. I like that he stands up, because it's a point where Bradley's ready to jump off a bridge, and Butters doesn't want that. He's able to stand up for himself, save Bradley. It's like a nice moment for Butters. Nice moment where he gets his, in a way, respect. While Cartman gets his because, again, he thinks Kyle took it. Then he's like, fine, I'm going to show the picture myself. And come to find out that he did have the picture all along. It was just hidden under his desk. So Cartman screwed up. If Cartman looked under his desk, he would have found it. So it just showed the whole class this picture of this thing in his mouth. And even the teacher Darrison is shocked by this. But I mean, it's definitely a crazy episode with the way it starts. And that's kind of the sketchy thing, is that it involves little kids, but because of the way South Park portrays the kids, because of it's animated, because of the outrageousness of it, because of the way they interweave the comedy, they're still able to make it work. So it's, and then on top of, Butters getting his moment to shine later on, and other than I think the other characters would have warned Butters more, and I didn't make him kind of shitty. It was nice to see Cartman get a big comeuppance at the end. And like I said, Butters episodes I'm a fan of, because I do enjoy the character. So that was a fun episode. And then episode 3 deals with lice, where apparently one of the kids has lice, and I forget the name of the kid, but he's like scared that if people find out, they're going to ostracize him and punish him and beat him up. And while that's going on, and the school's trying to find out who has this lice and doing these tests, it cuts to the up close of the lice, and that plays off like a disaster movie. And I will say, for South Park, there's some ambitious animation, considering how the animation usually is. Because it's within this world of lice where they're people, and they have babies and families, and there's a disaster, and, well, I'm warning you, it's not safe here. We think this planet's alive. Oh yeah, you and your crazy stories. We got the gala opening up. We're not going to listen to you. And it plays off like a disaster movie. Like going up the trees, in this case the hair, because when the kids give them this shampoo type of thing to wash them out, it's like acid to them. Some pretty gory stuff too, with how they're melted apart, and kind of reminds me of the lava you would see in like Volcano or Dante's Peak. And the lice tried to save his baby, that's how he keeps saying it, the head lice guy, like, I need to save my baby. And you have this contrast of this dire death of them compared to the simple, the kid's just blow drying his hair. Like I said, it was a bit ambitious, it was a bit interesting, it's not typical. Like I said, the animation of that portion is a bit ambitious for the show. Try to be like sweeping camera work of the animation, and was not usual for the show. And play up all the cliches, like there's not much time left, I gotta go save this baby, and a loved one who dies, and a person who's a turncoat, and even some of the dialogue is those tropes and ideals from this type of disaster type of movie. But the lead lice guy gets shot, and the other guy, I'm going to take care of you, and then I'm going to be the true mayor, true president of this. And it's just one of those things with South Park that you don't quite know what you're going to get. So it's very unexpected and surprising, because they're willing to do whatever they want. I will say my favorite bit, though, is they do a riff on John Carpenter's The Thing. Being a huge fan of that film, that was great to see because Cartman is going to do a blood test, and even Kyle's like, well, what's that going to prove? You're just doing it because you saw that movie The Thing. I knew you'd say that, Kyle. That's why I'm going to test you first. So you have the same type of dishes and blood and testing it like McCready did. Like I said, I thought that was nice that they referenced The Thing. And blood does react, and it happens to be Tenny's. And I guess you come to find out that they all had lice at one point. Meanwhile, like the last survivor, lice of his baby, thinks he sees an angel, but it's a fly, and he grabs on the fly. Like the way that's done and doing in slow motion, being very dramatic. Like a disaster movie where I thought that was kind of inventive and pretty funny. And then he lands on another land that's safe. It's like, we've been safe here for generations. And you find out that he and his baby landed on, I guess, Angelina Jolie's pubic hair? I mean, I don't know what Angelina Jolie did to piss him off or whatnot. It just seemed pretty random. I'm like, okay, was this whole episode done just to make fun of Angelina Jolie? Was that the whole thing? Like, I don't know what she did to piss him off or whatever to make that joke, but okay. It's like, I don't know if it's just because I don't get the joke, or maybe at the time Angelina Jolie did something really stupid that I don't remember what it is, or they just, hey, we don't like her because she's a celebrity, or we just picked, I don't know what again, it makes me ask those questions more than enjoying the episode. So I thought, okay, that seems random, but okay. Because I don't mind Angelina Jolie as an actress. I liked her in the Tomb Raider movies. At least the first one. The second movie I didn't care for, but I liked the first Tomb Raider movie. Yeah, I don't mind Angelina Jolie. I didn't mind her in Gone in 60 Seconds. I didn't mind her in that, what was it, with the forest on fire. Not that there were other issues with the film, but she wasn't the issue with it. I forget what that movie was called. I thought her performance was fine in that. I think it's like her protecting this kid while in the forest, and there's a fire going on, and there's bad guys chasing them. Yeah, I forget the name of it, but I thought Jolie did a good job there. So, like I said, I don't know. But the reference to John Carpenter's The Thing was a nice touch, and the whole light stuff with that was, like I said, they try to do a bit more with the animation than they're used to, which was fun to see them kind of. And they do that from time to time where they kind of push their comfort zone to be a little bit more. I keep using the word ambitious on it. And as I said, episode 2 was a lot of fun to see Butters front and center. And Cartman doing a very vile thing and then being so stupid he thought. It kind of makes me wonder, what was Cartman even thinking that putting that in your mouth would be getting him and not yourself? Like, I don't know where Cartman's mind is in his line of thinking at. But I will say it did make me chuckle. The Bradley person, I don't know if we ever see him again. I highly doubt it. At least, I mean, the one that seemed like he had a crush on Butters. And, yeah. Both episodes I didn't mind. Both episodes I liked. I would say I liked episode 2 a bit more than 3, but overall, not bad episodes. So, like I said, South Park just really surprised me because I remember when before I even started this, I'm like, I don't know about South Park, because the image I kept thinking of is, oh my God, they raped Indiana Jones, because of Indiana Jones 4. I'm like, the movie wasn't that bad. It has flaws, but it wasn't that bad. That's the image I was thinking of South Park, the TV show. I remember liking the movie, but as it goes along, and now on season 11, I'm like, there's a lot of good, fun episodes in this show. So, and like Butters, like, he was an inconsequential part of the first movie, and I know the makers like, wow, we're surprised. Like, Butters has nothing to do or say, and that'd be very different nowadays. I mean, at this point, I'd be open to a South Park movie with Butters as a star. Like Butters and Cartman, like it's a road trip movie between the two of them. That's just me, though. But with that said, thanks for watching. Thanks once again, Edward, for your generosity, and we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.